Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Exciting one today as we're back at the Gymshark lifting club for what I'm hoping will be a heavy squat. Probably the heaviest squat I've done since my powerlifting days in 2013 to 2017, and I'm looking for a bodyweight hybrid PB. Anyone that knows powerlifters will know we love to subcategorize what we do to make it a PB, so that's what I'm going to do today. But for those that might not be aware, I'm Fergus Crawley. I'm a hybrid that focuses on strength and endurance training concurrently. This year I've boxed off a 100k run in 12 hours, give or take two full distance Ironman triathlons, one of which was the Keltman, which is an extreme triathlon and arguably the hardest triathlon in the UK. And then I've focused a little bit back onto just building my top end strength alongside that triathlon training for maybe the Patagon Man at the end of the year, and then a 3-month-long ultra in January, perhaps more on that later. So plan today, get warmed up, get under a barbell. We've had a busy couple of days down south. Funny story there, which I will tell you about once we see how I get on, as I might add a few caveats. But without any further ado, I'm gonna get warmed up, get under a barbell and crack on. Not without forgetting to ask you a few simple requests. Number one, if at any stage you enjoy the video, do drop it a like. If you haven't already, please do subscribe down below and drop a comment, as it keeps the YouTube gods very, very pleased. Otherwise, they will smite thee and you will not have a good time. So, squat rack. Okay, so 220 on the bar. This is sort of the moment of truth where I determine whether I crack on or call it there for the day, given a few less than ideal circumstances, which I will illuminate more in a second. I say dress for the job that you want, not the one you have, because I want to be squatting some heavy ass weight. Best dress for the occasion. wins this round. Anyway, come with me up here. So, context that I didn't give before, as I didn't want to seem like I was making excuses ahead of time, was, and this is quite silly, I was in hospital yesterday morning because there was a little bit of peanut cross-contamination in my hotel breakfast. And as I'm an anaphylactic with a severe peanut allergy, things went south pretty fast. But we are feeling better, recovered by the afternoon, spent the whole afternoon at Battle Cancer, just a bit tired, a bit worn out. So I didn't really think this was a good idea today. But I've tapered for it, I've had it in my head for a long time, I just want to see how I could get on. So that's why I was saying I'm going to make a bit of an assessment at 220 and see where I go next. But what's really encouraging as well as 250 wins this round today, that was a bit of a lisp, this round today, I'm pretty confident that was there because it was just that little sticking point for a little bit more confidence, a little bit more power at the bottom would get me there, and that's probably there when I'm not under so much systemic fatigue from being pumped full of adrenaline and in the hospital for all morning. Just the stress of all that will be enough to sort of tank me neurologically to just not be able to have it there. So 240 Tik, which is a big win. That's definitely a hybrid PB, bodyweight PB, and I've been doing that alongside all the endurance training whilst building towards some big things towards the end of the year and beyond. This year's been very endurance dominant, so I'm really pleased to have got that done. But being under a heavy barbell all the time is taking its toll on my hips, on my knees and everything, a little bit more than normal general training does. So I think, to be honest, I'm going to call that there for the end of the year as my heaviest squat until next time. So I'm a bit annoyed because I know it's there. And I'm thinking, do I wait another week and a half? But that's another week and a half of getting ready and missing out on training I could be doing. So we shall see. But I'm going to unload this bar, catch up with you shortly. Okay, so one delicious peri-peri chicken breast and fries later, we are set up in Gymshark's app studio, which is a very, very excessively kitted out area. And we are filming some exercises in here. So basically we are launching all of the templates from Omnia at once in the very near future. We're not going to give a date just yet because that might pigeonhole us into something that we can't achieve in time. And we want them to be perfect, not just good enough, because we want the programming, the delivery, and all your questions to be answered before it gets to you. So we are filming every exercise that is going to be in the remaining training plans here today so that they're instructional, so that you know what you're doing, and so that you can basically just sort of manage it yourself without having to worry about asking us questions and then lead times, etc., etc., all that stuff. We're making the process seamless for you and for us. So that's that. As you can see, we've upgraded our microphones. So for all of those that watched the recent Hybrid Training 101 video complaining about the audio, 300 quid later, I hope you're happy. Comment down below that you're happy. Otherwise, I won't be, quite simply. Just reflecting a little bit on earlier, I'm very pleased with how everything went, all things considered. The circumstances yesterday were a bit ridiculous, and I'm sure there's some of you thinking, Fergus, you are a moron. Why are you squatting the day after you've been hospitalised? And believe me, I just had the same conversation with myself in the mirror, and I think the mirror probably won. But the only thing that's really bugging me is that 250 was there, and the hotel has compromised that for me. So I'm definitely looking at this in the wrong way, but I say again, very happy with 240. This year has been very endurance focused. It's been long distance triathlon focused. It's been ultra endurance focused, and it's actually back to being ultra endurance focused now. So fitting that in the middle, a bodyweight PB, because I'm about 91 kilos at the moment. Last time I squatted 240 plus, I was at least 98. So all in all, I'm very, very pleased with that. And it just again goes to show that you can balance strength and endurance training concurrently if you manage things effectively. And if you want a bit more of an insight on how we do that as a company, as a team, as a coaching sort of methodology, go back and watch the Hybrid Training 101 series where we tell you exactly that. Anyway, I'm rambling. Please do make sure that you like the video, comment down below, and that you've subscribed already. Let's just say if this video gets 400 likes, I'll go again for 250 in the next couple of weeks. So tell your friends, tell your family, make your dog a YouTube account, and teach his paws to type and stuff. I don't know. I haven't taught mine yet, so it sounds a bit hypocritical, but I'll leave that up to you. Goodbye.